everybody, I'm Strangerville here, and today we're going to be ranking all the game packs in The Sims 4. Now, I'm going to give my definition of a game pack compared to expansion and stuff pack. In an expansion pack, it expands the world you play in and gives you lots more gameplay items. Kind of not focused on anything, just expanding the world you live, the Sims world you play in, and such. A stuff pack gives you new stuff to play with. Maybe now and then you get a new career to play with, but otherwise, you just get stuff with it. Now, a game pack focuses on gameplay mostly. Solely on gameplay. Now, there are 10 game packs currently as of June 21, and we'll go from worst to best. In my opinion, you're allowed to have a different opinion, but this is my opinion, okay? Number 10, Dream Home Decorator. The newest pack. You don't really get any new gameplay in this. You just get recycled gameplay. You get a freelance career. You also get more stuff, some cast items. Sure, maybe the reveal is new, but even that is like, we could have done that in a stuff pack. Somehow paranormal stuff ranks higher than this game. Paranormal stuff is more of a game pack than Dream Home Decorator. Number 9, Journey to Batuu. Now, I have watched all the Star Wars films, including Solo, and I watched TV shows like Star Wars Clone Wars TV show and Rebels. For me, it would have been way much better if they had Ahsoka, since Hondo was in the TV show when Ahsoka was Anakin Skywalker's Padawan. She survived. It also would have been great if EA would have allowed Maxis, the team who creates The Sims, to actually update the aliens from Get to Work and give us more alien types, but I think they had more look at like Disney. Disney's Star Wars aliens don't have any magical powers. Sims aliens do. That's why I think they kind of had to make a clear cut on the aliens being humans in costumes. Would have been better if they combined them, otherwise you can play either as a Jedi, a Sith Lord, or a scoundrel. Number 8, Dine Out. You can run a restaurant, build up its ranking, but I think the most is why just so our Sims has a place to eat. This has always been a buggy and glitchy game pack. If it wasn't buggy and glitchy, I think it would have been higher, because it does give a challenge to kind of make sure your restaurant ranks from a 1-star to a 5-star restaurant and appeasing the critics. Number 7, Strangerville. Love the build buy options. Like most of the clothing. Like the Sims towns we have, but pretty much you solve a mystery of this town. And this is where I'm going to give a spoiler warning for the whole game pack. This game pack is roughly 2.5 to 3 years old. So if you want to skip this time frame here. Now, if you watch Stranger Things on Netflix, you're pretty much fighting a plant demigorgon, which is the mother of the town. This pack could have been good if the mother could have been either an alternative version of Bella Goth, the ones from Sims 2. So Sims 4 has connection with the original Sims trilogy. For those who don't know, technically the Sims 3 base game is 50 years in the past. The Sims 1 is 25 years in the past, and the Sims 2 is kind of present, and so is Sims 4, just an alternate timeline that kind of happened. Kind of connecting like the Bella from Pleasant View that went missing is in the Sims 4, and is the mother. And once you defeat the mother, you could have really had Bella Goth go back home to Pleasant View to be with her family and not just be stuck here. Or Olivia Spector, who's trying to get her local Reaper to stay with her longer by infecting the whole town with this alien plant, or other ways, she's trying to make sure death doesn't find her by infecting this whole town with the alien plant, because there's a theory that the Riddler actually fell in love with Olivia Spectre and not the other way around, because she always had death follow her since she was a child. In a timeline, it also helped put Strangerville, if it would have been linked to Get to Work scientist career, kind of revamp it. Like, you can either choose, you can either be a normal scientist who looks for aliens, or you can be a scientist in Strangerville. It would have been nice if EA/Maxis would have officially placed the Grant family, Kira's family, and the Smith family, the Spectre family, into this game, instead of like not uploading to the Maxis account and whatever starts in the Beaker family. Number 6, Outdoor Retreat. This is the first ever game pack that we have gotten, so it's cut a lot of slack in my opinion. It's kind of, you can go camping, interesting vacation worlds, and the herbal skill is nice way to boost elixirs, and like, your mood, your needs, and also fertility if you want to be a family simmer and you want to have a higher chance of triplets or twins. Get this pack, because with the fertility elixir you get a boost. And it was kind of nice because they were thinking of family players back then, kind of, in their weird way. Number 5, Spa Day. Relax and let the wellness skill encaps you. At level 7, you learn to teleport, which is kind of cool. You do yoga and you can get massage. Now, there's one massage if you're a family game player that I recommend. Get the fertility massage. You get a 12-hour boost of fertility increase. You'd have a higher chance of twins or triplets. Yes, there are some sim players who are doing the 100 baby challenge, and you're telling me level 7 or higher to get that massage. Otherwise, the music's great, the wellness skill is also great for other things, and the woohoo vacation sauna has always been a staple in the Sims franchise. Number 4, Jungle Adventure. Now, explore jungles, finding treasures, and Latin American style culture in this kind of brings me back to Sims 3 World Adventures, which was my first ever EP from The Sims 3, and the first one I kind of got as a gift. Plus, the Salvadorian Tonys are good for if you want to make some good looking babies. You find the right one and you see them up really good. Perfection. Now, my top 3 could be controversial depending on the simmer. My number 3 is Realm of Magic. I kind of wish the part trailer was also part of this game in the game pack, because the trailer kind of stated that pretty much all the mages had to be in balance, keep the world kind of safe and balanced so the Sims world does not collapse, and now it's a magic realm, and it's your job to pretty much make sure it stays in balance by learning each of the magics. I also wish there would have been a potion sage, as well. I love the drama between Amelia, Daryl, and Tomix. I would, because Tomix has a crush on Amelia, and has a crush on him, but she chose to be with Daryl Charm because, she's a perfectionist sim and wants to be perfect, and Daryl's more perfect, and Tomix is still trying to figure himself out. That's how I see it, because you can kind of see in the vanilla game that they do kind of like each other, and Thomas absolutely despises Daryl. Now, Minerva Charm. She's always been in question. She knows all stages, and is also the same level as the stages. So, I kind of see her as being the first ever magic user to learn all of the magic types, like, mischief, untamed, and practical and potions, and kind of taught a young adult Elphaba, a young adult Simon's Silver Sweater, a young T. Morgan, and of course, the sage who I would have seen as a sage of potions. She kind of had to leave after the death of her husband with a potion mishap, to take care of her children and kind of left the 4 magic users, or the 3 guy in game, Morgana, Elphaba, and Simon, to take up her place. This would have been, plus, I'm going to say this right now, best occult for a super sim if you have the ancient bloodline trait. However, if you already have some extra packs and other game packs, this one is kind of redundant for like the things like half the spells. If you are high enough in science career and you have a sim ray, pretty much do it. The cloning machine, pretty much you can get the somewhat of the same experience if you get to work, which is his first ever expansion pack, and some things in Elder Retreat with the roots and combining them. Number 2, Parenthood. Now, I know a lot of family sim players are going to hate me for placing this pack at number 2. But hear me out. This pack would have been number 1 if they would have set the parenting skill of the townies in the game. Young adult and elder sims with no children have no parenting skill. Young adult sims with children have a parenting skill between level 1 and 4. Adult sims who have children have a parenting skill of level 4 to 6. And elders who had children, or a caregiver of a children's sim, have a parenting skill level 7 to 9. Because I think with age comes experience of raising kids, because kids are more difficult. Now, try to make sure your child sim has a little bit more depth, and teen sims and toddler sims as well. On your EA and Maxis, we're trying to help the sims player get what they want. It's not a generational pack, it focuses more on the parenting of a sim. Try to make your sim better parents, and also make your sims kind of good, or if you want, really bad, depending on how you want to make your child be. Looking at some Simmer players who make their children have bad traits, and the Sims who kind of give a mix of both, give Sims a little bit more depth. Now, number 1 does give depth to your Sims, and makes you somewhat strategize how to play this game pack. Number 1 game pack is Vampires. Okay, you have the backstory of Vlad turning Lilith Vitor and Miss Hell, she's in the account, turn Caleb into vampires. Now, this is a really in-depth game pack for the Sims 4. Especially, the vampire Sims are all unique from one another. Some vampires can have human food, some hiss uncontrollably, some feel guilty, some can't only sleep in coffins, some have nightmares, some have an untamable thirst, some have the undeath aura to make Sims hate them. You kind of have to strategize what you want to prioritize in the sim. Do you want a sim to be very human? So you can try giving more human ones and kind of give a less harmful, sim traits? Or do you want a sim more friendly sim traits like a sloppy drinker, guilty drinker, and maybe dayphobia or nightmare sleep? Or do you want the sim to kind of be the ultimate vampire by giving him pretty much all the bad traits, reward points of vampire sim, and make them really good at their vampire skill? This is why I like this game pack. You have to think how you want your sim to be. And this game pack also comes with 3 aspiration points, which give you roughly 8,000 satisfaction points if you complete one of them. Now, if you complete all 4 of them, you get roughly 24,000 game pack satisfaction points. Now, for years, people who play The Sims have been complaining the lack of death in The Sims 4. Vampires give death to The Sims, and all the other human Sims combined. This was the first ever game pack I bought at full price. And it's worth a 20, insert your country's currency here, price. Now, if I think, wow, these Sims have depth, how come the other occult Sims don't have depth that came after vampires? Because the first occult Sims were aliens. And another one, if we'll be technical. But how come the cults after the vampires don't get depth? I will explain this in my ranking of all the cults in The Sims 4. So, I hope you guys understand why I've picked these how I rank these. I hope you guys understand. And if you don't, remember, it's just my opinion. You guys can say, oh, I prefer Dream Home Decor because I am more of a builder type of sim. Or no, I kind of like Outdoor Retreat because I love being close to nature because this pandemic is... Alright guys, I want to thank you for watching the video and see you next time. Bye bye!